Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for Metal Build Destiny Gundam with the Wings of Light option set, and being this is the full package version. It's B Bandai. It is very hard to get, not to mention it's very expensive. Well, thanks to Tatsu Hobby, I was able to get one. And for those who are going to be looking for one, just be wary, it's just going to be very expensive and hard to get. But if you have the money, I'm fairly sure you can still get it somehow. So this is a set. They have this really nice sleeve here, and inside you have the Metal Build Destiny here and the add-on. Alright, so it's kind of like what they did for Strike Freedom. Yeah. So we get this really nice artwork in front. Really cool. I like that. We get the Metal Build down there. Oh, there's like a colony over here. One of the satellite. I haven't really watched Sea Destiny. I do like the design of the Destiny Gundam though. Some just lettering here on that side. Just want to go over it. And on the back side here, it's just blank. I don't think there's Metal Build on the bottom, and same thing on the top here. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and take them out. This also comes with that shipper box, which there's really no point of going over it, but there is a box to go along with this. Well, I think the best way is to just kind of slide this down. Use gravity to our advantage. And just bear with me here. So as we slide this down, and even inside the boxes have really nice artwork. In a way, you can just display the boxes. Alright, so we have the Metal Build Destiny here. Now, I don't have the original one to make a comparison. I did take a peek inside. It is a bit different. I know, we'll go over that. So we have the nice box art here for Destiny. Got some nice gold lettering there. And onto the back side, just a little bit of insights of what to expect. There we go. Alright, so that's that for the Destiny. I'm gonna just take this away. Let's take a look at the Wings of Light add-on. We got this box here. Quite nice. Here we go. Actually, that's a really nice on the back there. Yep. And just looking from the images, it does kind of look like the Strike Freedom's wing effect also. Just different color. Right, anyways, that's that. And let's go over the Destiny first. Alright, so we have the Metal Build base here. It's typical for all of them. You just have a flat base here. Yeah, standard standard issue. And you have the arm here. Here we have Destiny Gundam, piloted by Shin. Actually quite nice. It's one of those, how come the base is too plain? Well, the main focus is the figure. So there's really no point of making the base elaborate. It'll be nice, but again, the main focus should be the figure. And then you have this awesome, fairly sturdy base here. Unfortunately, it still rides on that little peg, and that really is a bit of a concern for me. I wish they should have changed this something, but it's kind of based off the action bases. Just having that, you do have a locking mechanism here. You can move this around and lock that in place. Your tab here. You know, some of you probably know this already, but just for the sake of the review, I want to go over it. Some of you might be watching this for the first time, your first Metal Build video review. Right, and oops. This just slide in and out, then you can lock that as well. There we go. And I think that's it. That's it for the base. Alright, so we have the Metal Build Destiny here. Looks nice. Yep. A good friend of mine did mention that this particular white part here, more like gray now, it's a bit darker than the original one. I don't have the original one to make that comparison, but I'll take his word for it. Quite nice how you have the decals here. You got the Zaft. Some here on the right skirt, continuing on to the left knee, on to the left shin. Quite great. On the back side here, we can feel and see the die cast here on the joints, on the back of the whole knee section actually. The elbows, the shoulder joints right there, really nice. And I believe even the lower section here is probably die cast. And yeah, it's just something that when you have the metal build on hand, you can feel it. It's quite nice. Alright, so after this, we're also gonna add the side skirt. This is put separately. So I believe it's gonna be this way. This should go on the right. I probably get this wrong. I should have really looked at it. Let's see here if I can put this on. We got this joint here. Actually, it does not move. Huh. Wonder if it's just fixed. Looks like there's a joint there that you can move that around. Anyways, let's just pop this in here. Gotta be careful though. There we go. Actually, kind of pushing that side there. Oh. Yeah, the certain parts of it, you gotta be careful. Alright, so let's put on the next one. Yeah, make sure you have a good grip on your metal build. There we go. Alright, I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think you can really move that. Oh, feels like you can, but just be careful. Now you have the side skirt like this now all the time. Not really fun of that concept. I wish you can kind of straighten it out, but that's that. So there we go. Next part is the dagger hilts here. They're quite nice. There is an effect part which we'll go over, but we can put this on. I don't think they're side specific, since actually either side has that decal, so that's a good thing. We'll put it here. There we go. I think the handle is pointing downward, and I don't think you could even put it the other way, so yeah, there we go. Alright, that's that. Then moving on, we can put attachments for the base as well as the wings. Alright, so looking at the wings here, and oh, he has a Fate on that side. You got the Zaft here on the other. I still have the plastic protective sleeve. Yeah, I just got this out of the packaging, so we're gonna lift this up. There we go. Oh, great. Pop the plastic off. It's actually might be a good idea to kind of keep the plastic on the packaging, just you never know. Alright, so let me just pop this out. It's kind of has that quite adhesive. It's more like a static. Same thing on the other side here. Pop this out. There we go. Get it as wide as open. Then you get the middle part here. It's actually nice that they've provided that. One thing that you don't want to deal with is paint pulling and moving that joint, and the whole thing will just chip off. But yeah, this is really nice. It has that iridescent paint on it, especially on this one. It has that like rose, kind of turns into pink, certain light, but it is different from the bright red here, or the metallic red. Actually, yep, I still have a bit of a mold release there, or that it's kind of like a grease, just to prevent that things from sticking. Yeah, definitely a really nice wings for the Destiny. Quite a bit of a joint system here. There we go. Yeah, really nice. Close that in. opens up. And you have your weapon, what do you call this? Like attachment or storage on the back here. One for the sword and one for the railgun. Quite nice. You got your thrusters here. You can move. What else we got here? And basically the connection point here. There's also a bit of articulation here and there that we can work with. Alright. So let's attach this to the Destiny. Let me do this really careful. Alright, so as we push this in, it's just on the back side there. There we go. I don't think, yeah, because some of them has the like locking mechanism sometimes, but I think this one should just go in. If I can get that thing to align properly. And it won't let me. I'm trying to. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing in the camera. It's really hard to put things together for something a bit delicate behind the camera because I have something in front of me. And it's like, is it there yet? All right. Anyways, we got it there. Quite nice. Yeah. So this guy can stand without any problem, but definitely we gotta put it on the base. Now we have an option. We got two clear parts here, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's on the back side here. So I believe one should connect on there. We can use this connector here. It's probably going this way. That's probably what I'm gonna use. There's another one here, which is probably for this. I would rather go with this one since you have a bit of an angle. This one, there might be a tendency for the Destiny to slip off. Yeah, let's go with that. Alright, so we still have the Destiny in front of us. Let's bring in the base. So put this on here. I don't think I need to adjust the base any further up. Alright, make sure that that thing is locked. There we go. Yeah, make sure the base is locked. Otherwise, it's just gonna slide off. Alright. So I got all this clear pieces here in front of me. Alright, let me just position Destiny. There we go. Alright, and it's one of those that I should have done articulation, but I could just easily say also that, yeah, you could just check my other Metal Build Destiny review. It's very much the same. Yeah, but let's just go over it. Maybe we can do this quite easily while it's on the base. Alright, so starting with the head here, you got fairly good articulation now with that head there. Even can, let's see, can I look up just a little bit, but you can look side to side. You got this whole shoulder here. It's a bit of the swing. This does open up to kind of give you that articulation, which is great. Bicep swivel, you can move this up. The joints are very stiff, which is good considering it's a Chogoken. Has metal die cast parts on it. Certain parts is going to be heavy. Also, if you have the sword with it. So yeah, you can open that up. It's connected on the back side. So quite nice. Get your elbow bend here. Just take your time bending that, but you get a fairly good bend on that one, which I'm quite happy for. Yeah, this metal builds they're kind of like the high end, and if you're really into the Gundams, you definitely have to get some of the metal build or the GFF. They're pretty much the premium figures to go for. It's kind of like what PG is to metal builders. But then again, that could be debatable. Well, for modeling, there's always something that you can do. You can always customize them. But for figures, that's it. I mean, I've actually seen people customize their figures, but maybe the Robodamashis, but not so much for the metal build. I haven't seen one actually do something more than what it is here. Yeah, but that's a really huge investment, just in case something breaks. Torso wise, moving on with the review here. Sorry for getting sidetracked. I think you can move the waist joint here, or the torso. It's kind of hard, but yeah, you can definitely probably move that around. Unfortunately, I cannot do that now. You got the back skirt here that you can individually move. There's even a bit of a wiggle room there. Side skirt, which I've already shown, they're attached on the ball joint. The front skirt here can move. There's even separated from that middle part there, which is great. You can definitely move the legs apart. Move this up. You got that nice knee bend, and now we can see the knee armor sliding along quite nicely. And I don't think anything collapsing on the backside, but you know, definitely that knee bend is quite nice. Even this thing here moves at the vent there. Then you got your ankle articulation. It is on a die cast. It is a bit stiff. There is articulation there, but just that it is a bit little tricky to do. Right, so I'm gonna do one of the iconic poses, having a knee up here, and let's just move it here for now. Let's go over the weapons. Alright, so we have the shield here, and it does have a little bit of a transformation where you can move this down here and connect to that. So it just mounts on to the side here, and there's a bit of a pen connection there, just latches into. Alright, so that's that. Then you got this awesome rifle here. So if you can get this thing to focus, there we go. You got that metallic finish here. That's a bit of red on it. It's not quite gray. It's a little different tone from the other side, but definitely nice. You got some gunmetal on the tips here and the scope. Yeah, really nice. You got the movable handle here. Can't remember. I think that's it. I don't think there's any moving parts here other than this particular side here. And I believe we can peg this in onto the back side as well, or his back skirt. More than often, I'm gonna be opening this, but be sure to check the instructions on how to do this, because at first it's not intuitive. Although you think, oh, I just have to open this up. Not quite. So make sure you clear that, or be careful on that corner right there. There we go. Next part, you're gonna have to slide this out, but to do that, you just press this backwards here to kind of hide that gap, and you'll see this thing extended out. There's a little tab there. Let's go ahead and close that. There we go. That way it'll close in, open this up. That way we can put the effect part there, right here. So if we have that tab there, it's gonna push this up. Alright, so actually attach it from the bottom side first. Should just tab in there, push everything in, and I think there we go. It's mostly just friction, held by friction, and now you got your amazing sword. Now for this side, it's actually attached and hinge here, so you just pop this out here. There we go, and you're able to put it on. So that's it for the sword. Let's go ahead and swap out the hand and display this. Now there is a variety of hands, which I'm not gonna go over it. You can probably look online. There's a lot. There's basically 4 other pairs of hands other than the closed fist. And from what I recall, I think I've removed this armor here, or actually this one first. So let's see if I can just pop this out. Again, I'm doing this for the first time for this figure, and I'm doing it behind the camera. That's always fun, right? Alright, so it's a straight peg. We have to pop this out. I think the easiest way is just kind of go like this. That way it'll just get pushed out. Then we have this section here. I would recommend putting this on before this, because you might be putting enough force here to break that peg. So, and plus you have this little wiggle room here on the wrist. I'm not really a fan of that, but anyways, putting this on here. Actually, does that even... Huh. Interesting. Alright, so I guess I'm doing this for the first time, and I'm doing it wrong. It's supposed to be this. Almost looks the same. Alright. So, almost there. A little bit more. Yeah. It's one of those that you kind of need the elbow bend. Yeah, just be careful, especially with that angle of that wrist joint. Yeah, I think I had problems putting this on with the other Destiny. Alright, I think I got it there. Alright, now putting this back on. I think, yeah. It's kind of hard to see from this angle here. There we go. Alright, I guess we're making a little progress here. Then we're just gonna attach it. Well, at least this part, hopefully it's not that gonna be bad. It's actually been a while since I have the behind Western Plus out. And I have to put it back in storage because I don't have space for them yet to display. Definitely if I got more space or a new house, I'm gonna display all my Mel builds. Alright, so yeah, I'm not sure what's holding this up. It's probably that fingers. Anyways, got it in there. Alright, so we have a giant sword there, really nice. Next off, well, while we're at it, you have the effect parts for the boomerangs here. Let me just show that. You just pop this out here. Oh, there we go. And attach this. And yeah. I don't think there's any attachment here to put this on a stand, but you can always we always find things for that. But it's a nice gimmick. But more than often, we're not going to be using that weapon. Yeah. Destiny does have quite a bit of arsenal on him. Alright, so let's see if we can get this shoulder back on. Oops, now it's not, doesn't want to cooperate now. Alright. Likewise, so for this one, make sure to check the instructions. Alright, so to do this, same thing, we open this up first. Then you kind of want to be careful in that corner again. Move the joint up, then clear it, then straighten it out. There we go. Now you get your handle here. You can reposition this or just leave it the way it is. Now the fun part. There are panels here that can be moved. I'm not sure if I've damaged the paint there, but I see a little bit of a ding there. It might have been paint, but to do this, you have to slide this out. There we go. Now, doing this for the first time, it might be stuck at a little difficulty. Then this part here slides down. There we go. So it's a cool gimmick, but be careful doing that. Now this part here, you open this up here, or open it actually down. Then as you do this, you kind of pull the whole thing up. You see this whole section from the bottom side start to show. And I think, I'm not sure if that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And there you go. Basically, he's gonna hold this here. Now you can leave this attached to the back and have it sling in front like this. But I think that's probably the best way to display it. So definitely a really nice gimmick. More than likely, I'm not gonna be using this. It's either the sword or the other, but yeah, it's nice. Still nice to do. Alright, so let me go ahead and put this back. There we go. And All right, and now we're gonna attach this on the back side. Now, let's see what else we got here. I forgot those boomerangs. Actually, there's another effect part for that. You have a pair of this one, really long ones. So he doesn't have a beam sabers, but definitely this is kind of counts it as his beam sabers if you want to have him do that. Although, why would you do that if you have this giant sword already? And also, you have the beam shield on his forearm. So you have two of those. Basically, you swap this out, then you'll have this really nice shield. And I think that's pretty much it. Now let's get to the best part. Adding that wing. Wings of light. Alright, so for the wings, but first let's take a look at the individual pieces. We have one here. There's four of them. Kind of like the Strike Freedom. So this one kind of goes over here, a bit of purple to the white. Then you have this other one here. Actually quite massive. Now this does connect with each other. There is pegs here as well as this one here. But according to the instruction, you kind of want to do this afterwards. And there is some attachment here as well that we need to do first. Along with that, you have clear pieces here that kind of acts as a support. I believe some of those are for the attachments. They have it R and left, or R and L, which probably mounted. It's going to be mounting here, as well as support. I'm just going to show the instructions here. I might have to just do this off camera because it's going to be ridiculous doing this or demonstrating it. But alright, sorry about that. Gotta fix my white balance, but there we go. Some attachments there. Goes to the wing. Then that's when you kind of clip them together. And to the supports, which kind of helps you spread the wings apart. Otherwise, I don't think that joint will be strong enough to hold all that weight up. Yeah. Alright, so well, let's do this. Alright, I put it on. Yeah, if you have this set, make sure to give yourself some time. And it's really hard to do this behind the camera. You gotta be very careful putting the wings of light there. And actually, it's a little confusing because when you look at this is his left. Although when you look at it, like, okay, that's the right. So it's kind of confusing, even if you put it on the other side. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. But on this setup, I've decided to put the railgun or the rail cannon here on to his left. Mainly because of the weight issues. You have this sword here that kind of weighs out his right. Actually, he's kind of still tilted to his right here. You kind of want to balance out the load. I did mention on the shield that you open up from the bottom. It actually opens up from the top as well. I just want to make that clear. Because obviously there's going to be someone comment, oh, you forgot. You can open up the top part of the shield too. Yes. And for the attachment of the wings, you can actually connect them, then attach those clear parts there. There's another clear part. This is from the bottom side. This doesn't have the peg connection on the bottom side. It just kind of slides in. This is an optional piece. Might be better to use, but I prefer to have pegged in. Kind of like that. So I have attached the two wings together first, put on the bottom side, then the top side. You kind of just have to wiggle your way in it. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Then the fun part, putting on those shoulder or the wing supports, the clear pieces. It actually goes in front, the front side. I thought it was going on the back side, and it doesn't really attach well. I mean, now it's holding, but it doesn't peg in or anything. Yeah, so it's right there. I believe I used the longest extension. Kind of want to have the wings just really spread apart. I don't think I can attach this here. I may have to work around it, but there is that wing support again, in a way. So I don't think we can do anything for that matter. But yeah, it does look nice having that wings. It's really huge. Basically, you double his height. So if you have him displayed regularly up to his head here, you just double that again, and it's really high up there, as you can see. But definitely, it's an awesome display piece. One of the best metal builds to have, aside from Strike Freedom. They are bringing more in to the metal build. You know, before we have the 00, the Exia, and iterations of that. But they're putting, I think Wing was announced, so definitely something to look forward to. I'm hoping they make the EW version, not just the Wing 0 or just Wing. We'll see. And who knows, maybe they'll make the Appion. That'll be great too. But yeah, definitely, this is really nice. Something I'm really happy that I got. And again, this is a P Bandai, so just giving a heads up, it's going to be very expensive if you're trying to hunt one down. But if you have the money, you have the luxury, I highly recommend getting it, especially if you are collecting the Metal Build series. Anyways, that's about it for this review. Hope you guys like it, and that's it. Oh man, probably take some pictures, then you gotta put it back. Anyways, that's about it for this review. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.